So while we're on the subject of Taylor Swift, I, like 264 million other people, watched the Super Bowl yesterday. And I really need help. I really need someone to like explain it to me like I'm 5. Why is it that when they showed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, why did she get booed? What does Taylor Swift do to people that makes them boo her or hate her so much? For the life of me, I do not understand. Every time they show Taylor at a game, every time the NFL points a camera at Taylor Swift at a football game, and I'm saying this every single time, it is not her choice. I'm sure if she could be there and support her guy without being on camera, she would 100% prefer to do that. So can someone, please, like I'm 5, explain to me, why do people hate Taylor Swift so much? There are several celebrities at the games, and when they show these celebrities, nobody boos. But when she comes up, they do. And I do not understand. So can someone out there please explain to me why they boo Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl? Please and thank you.
Boy. So you got to talk about Taylor Swift, who I think you can safely say did not have a great time at the Super Bowl last night, because not only did her boyfriend lose, Travis Kelce, the Chiefs lost, but also on top of that, she got epically booed when her face pulled up on the Jumbotron, okay? The crowd booed her into oblivion. And now, this morning, you have President Trump trolling Taylor Swift. He says, quote, "The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving." Hey, that's true, because when it came time to recognize President Trump, he got a bunch of cheers and applause, okay, which was significantly different than Taylor Swift, okay? So there must have been a whole lot of MAGA at the Super Bowl last night, and now liberal women are crying foul. They're saying, no, this is not right. The crowd should not have booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. Take a look.
I don't usually make political content, but I cannot ignore this. Yesterday was the Super Bowl in the US, and the President of the United States took the time to post twice about Taylor Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl. Not once, twice. Now, if you think I'm exaggerating, here is what he actually posted in one of his 2 posts. The only one who had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Now, this is not just some random fan or critic arguing online. This is actually the President of the United States of America using his official platform to mock a private citizen over crowd noise at a football game. Now, whatever your opinion of Taylor Swift is, let's pause for 1 second. The leader of the most powerful country in the world, someone who's responsible for national security, for the economy, for global diplomacy, decided that this was worth his time. That publicly trolling a woman and the biggest music artist on the planet was somehow presidential behavior. Now, this isn't leadership. This is pettiness. And honestly, it's scary to think that he thinks this is a good use of his time and a good use of his social media platform. And this isn't about politics. This is about priorities. If the President of the United States is spending his time trolling pop stars online, I think we should all be asking ourselves, what does this say about his leadership? And I think we all know the answer to that.
How dare you boo Taylor Swift? How dare all of you? Shame on you. Okay? I mean, that's, for Eagles fans, I mean, I would expect nothing less. But she was at the Grammys cheering for everybody, singing their songs, knowing every lyric. She was the only person that was singing along to Sabrina Carpenter songs. And, but what if other people didn't know the lyrics? It's 3 words. Please, please, please. It's please 3 times. No, I don't like this one bit.
I'm going to take a not so wild guess here and assume that those of you that the halftime show just went completely over your heads, that you are also the same ones that booed Taylor Swift when she was shown on the big screen. Because if you cannot comprehend that a woman is going there to support her significant other and that she's not being asked to be shown, then you clearly missed all the symbolism happening, and don't understand that it's us, the people, that is being divided and being just pawns in the government's game.
Booing Taylor Swift is so weird. Like, that's such a weird thing to do collectively. Like, you give so much power to her. Like, she controls your emotions. You can't even see her on a screen without booing or commenting on her. You don't like her so much that when you're at the Super Bowl after paying $10,000 for a seat plus, you're focused on her. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. You could not pay me to care. You could not pay me to not like somebody or to love somebody that much that I don't know. Like, you don't even know her. And she's controlling you. Meanwhile, you're paying $10,000 to watch a guy throw a football. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm concerned. Everyone, call your parents. Maybe don't. Maybe call your therapist.
Oh, and one last thing before I go to bed. Anyone who came out in support of Travis Kelce's comments when he basically said that it would be a privilege and an honor for any president to watch them play football in the Super Bowl instead of calling a spade when he's been able to call him out in the past. Yeah, that same president who you were trying to be respectful of was retweeting tweets about how they were cheering for the fact that your girlfriend got booed at the game where she was watching you. So when she sings those lyrics, karma is the guy on the screen, karma is my boyfriend, yeah, buddy, karma goes both ways, apparently. So do with that information what you will. I know Travis has had no problem calling out in the past. So the fact that all of a sudden, with MAGA Mahomes, everyone's changing their tune, it's icky. And this is icky. I'm sorry, but any guy who's completely unable to call out the guy who's gone after his girlfriend on many occasions doesn't have a spine. And frankly, I expected better. So while a stadium full of people boos at your girlfriend and the sitting president says that means the world is healing, your team lost. Maybe for a reason.
I think last night's game, the president's tweets about Taylor Swift after it teaches us white women a powerful lesson if we're paying attention. It doesn't matter if you're dating the famous football player. It doesn't even matter your own qualifications, your own wealth, your own fame, your own beauty. The white man at the top is embarrassed because he gets booed and things aren't going his way. It doesn't matter if you have millions of fans. At the end of the game, and at the end of the day, you will still be the scapegoat. You will still be the one that the men at the top are trying to embarrass.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Liberal women are upset, right? Liberal women and probably not straight men are upset that Taylor Swift got booed at the Super Bowl. Now, how do I feel about it? Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she's a celebrity. She's a celebrity, and this is what happens when you are a celebrity. People are going to like you. People are not going to like you. And in the case of Taylor Swift, she decided to get involved in politics, right? She decided to come out and to endorse Kamala Harris and Tim Walz before the election. We all know that the NFL has been trying to use Taylor Swift to push an agenda, one, to get more women to watch the game, but two, on top of that, everybody knew that she was going to come out and endorse a Democrat, and that's also a part of the reason, right? It was like propaganda in order to get women to go out and to vote for Democrats, and she was a big part of that. And ultimately, Democrats lost regardless of Taylor Swift's support. And now MAGA and the country is just letting Taylor Swift know that what she did was not appreciated, right? Her endorsing Kamala Harris and Tim Walz was not appreciated, okay? Straight as simple. So, you know, for the people that are upset about Taylor Swift being booed, maybe you should blame the NFL. Blame the NFL for always putting the cameras on her face, always trying to use her in order to push their agenda to try to get more women to watch football and to pretend like they like football or whatever. Maybe if they didn't abuse her image so much and having her face everywhere, maybe, just maybe, this would not have happened. I'm just saying. I'm not sure who thought it would be a good idea to show Taylor Swift's face on the Jumbotron at the Super Bowl when the president of the United States is in attendance, okay? But it really shows you guys that America is back. America's back, guys. We're back, okay? Taylor Swift getting booed, President Trump getting cheered. Hey, the culture has shifted. It has shifted. Now, I don't know about the halftime show, though. Now, that halftime show, I got some questions about the halftime show. I didn't enjoy the halftime show too much. It wasn't really good.
You Anna. Okay, well, I don't do sports. You know I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because You remember last week we were talking about whether the NFL was capitulating to Trump by removing the term "end racism" from the end zone.
Yeah.
Boy, did they not capitulate to Trump. When I saw Samuel L. Jackson dressed as a black Uncle Sam introducing Kendrick Lamar, who then had like an entire formation of all black people making a U.S. flag. Listen, this much I know. All the black people on my feed were like, ooh, this is blackity black black. And all the racists who somehow get in, man, were they hopping mad. So if the racists are mad, I am happy as a clam. Huge celebration of New Orleans, and you can't celebrate New Orleans without celebrating black culture.
Yeah.
Welcome to Black History Month, you all.
My biggest problem is not with the obvious hypocrisy of so-called diversity and inclusion, because that was the least diverse halftime show I've ever seen in my life. No diversity whatsoever. No diversity. Okay. My biggest issue is that they had a Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans and they chose Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. I think that is a fireable offense, right? Jay-Z should be fired. Rock Nation should be fired. Get somebody else in control of the halftime show, because that was terrible last night. And it should have been Wayne. It should have been somebody. It should have been, I don't care if it was whoever it was. It should have been some, I don't know, country artist or rock artist, somebody from New Orleans, right? Jazz. It should have been basically anybody from New Orleans, and not Kendrick Lamar. That's what it should have been. So regardless, America's back. Okay, we are back in full swing. Taylor Swift getting booed while President Trump gets cheered at the Super Bowl. Yeah, the culture has shifted. We are now winning the culture war. And honestly, guys, all these W's, I thought I would get tired of them, but I'm not. Right? I'm not getting tired of the W's. Just keep bringing on the W's. We are taking this country back, and this is what the result is, guys, right? And it's only been 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks. This is incredible stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.